Harris. I'm the writer and creator of Druid Investigations and the artist. I also created, co-write and draw Loose Cannon as well. Druid Investigations is about Merlin in the modern day. So it's Merlin travelling across Britain, fighting monsters whilst trying to figure out why there are still monsters in the 21st century. And then there's a sort of hapless insurance salesman who accidentally stumbles across it all and gets sucked into the world of magic, and his life is turned upside down. Loose Cannon is about a sort of space pirate stroke rogue who has never really known where he came from, and he's sort of always been content not knowing where he comes from until something happens in issue 1 which gives him a clue as to how he can find out about his past. So he sets him off on a mission where everything continuously goes drastically wrong. For Loose Cannon, I've always been a fan of science fiction. I love all the old ones. I love Star Wars, Star Trek. I love The Day the Earth Stood Still. I like they came from they came from outer space, or they came from Mars, War of the Worlds, all those things. But I also like the comedy side of stuff as well. And we like Red Dwarf, Hitchhiker's Guide, all those sorts of things. And I've always wanted to do my own sort of space saga. So when I was in university, I created Loose Cannon as an animated film for my degree. And after I was done, I sort of just kept developing it to make it into a comic. But I used all of these, all these science fiction bits and comedy bits as inspiration, Monty Python, things like that. But I gave myself a writer's block and I couldn't start it. So my two best friends, Chris Carter and Jim Bamfield, they came on board with me and they helped me, well, they basically stuck a fire under my backside that's got me started into actually producing the comic. But then with that sort of led me to thinking of how, even though I created that, the only way I've done it is with the help of a couple of friends, you know. So I always thought, well, I'd like to be able to prove to myself that I could do a comic on my own. So that's where Druid Investigations came from. Druid Investigations came from me wanting to prove I could do a comic on my own from one of my ideas I'd had in my head for a long time. And that's all based around ancient British Celtic mythologies and legends. So it is Merlin, King Arthur, a lot of the stuff from the Mabinogion, and there'll be Irish and Scottish myths mixed in with it as well. So I use a lot of history, and I just like writing stuff that people will enjoy, that I think they'll find fun. So that's basically my inspiration for it all. With Loose Cannon, specifically issue 4 is a massive Aliens homage as well, so there are lots of references in all of them. We're big pop culture fans in general, so we love science fiction, but we like to include other stuff in as well. So there are lots of pop culture references. Issue 4 is Aliens and Predator references. Issue 5 has got some Planet of the Apes, Rocky 4 sort of references. Issue 6, they go into an antique shop that's littered with items from loads of pop culture films from through the 80s up to now. So yeah, big pop culture fans. So we try and put as much of that into it as we can. I left school at 16, went straight to art college. So I did an advanced GMBQ in art design, then I did an HND in animation, then I did a BA in animation. Then I decided I never wanted to animate again, so I sort of left that. I worked a few different jobs for a while. Then I started tattooing for a while. And from tattooing I started doing comic book stuff again, and now I actually work full-time as a freelance illustrator. So my background has pretty much always been art focused, but I have done a couple of other jobs along the way. I've worked in a comic shop, I've worked in insurance, but eventually I've now got to a point where I'm doing something I want to do professionally. I had a choice between technology or magic. Oh, crikey. That's like asking which member of the X-Men you'd rather be. Probably technology. If it meant space travel, like proper space, but sci-fi style space travel as opposed to realistic space travel, like hyperspace and all that stuff, probably technology. Because I quite like the idea of going to see what's out there and not so really concerned about whether or not I can shoot fire from my hands. So, you know, probably technology. Our website is www.atticstudios.website. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as @Bearsark_artist. That's a mouthful. It's BARESARK_artist. And that's me on Instagram and Twitter. Like I say, there's the Attic Studios website. We've got a new comic coming out soon called Bruce Outback, which is about Australia's premier time-travelling detective, which looks to be a lot of fun. It's just been successfully funded on Kickstarter, so it should be out in June, maybe July. So.